Welcome to our Devos. We've talked about this week what to do when we fail God, when we disappoint Him, and coming back to Him. And how important it is to have this as a part of our Christianity, because we are all going to inevitably fail Him. And I saw a meme that was the most theologically accurate meme of any of them that I have seen on the internet. And it was a guy sitting there, and it says, "It delights me to know that God's plan for my life has already factored in my stupidity." There's nothing more true or ever spoken. And when it comes to coming back to Him, we have to realize that God has already factored in the kind of person that we are. So I'm going to give you some real talk, and this kind of sums up the entire message from the weekend, but it's real simple. He knows we're going to blow it, but He still chooses us anyway. He knows we're going to blow it, but He still chooses us anyway. He knows that we're going to do the wrong things. He knows that we're going to have the wrong posture and a lot of stances. He knows that we're going to make mistakes and trip along the way, but He chose instead still to use us. He chose, as Jesus did, to die for us. He chose, as we see, to still restore our souls even when we go astray. In Luke chapter 22, verse 31, this conversation that Jesus has with Peter, He says, "Simon, Simon, behold, Satan demanded to have you, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail." Did Satan, in fact, get a hold of Peter ever? 1,000,000% yes. Peter denied Jesus. Peter denied, if you remember, Peter tells Jesus, "Look, you can't go and die. You can't go and leave." And what does he say? "Get behind me, Satan. This is you going against the work of God." But here's the beautiful thing. I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. And I want you to know, if you read one of my favorite passages of Scripture in John chapter 17, Jesus prays that those that will soon follow Him, not just the apostles and the early church, but those that will come to be a part of the universal church, capital C, God's church, Christ's church. He prays that God will keep them. The Father will keep them. He prays for them. He knows that the church is going to fail Him. He knows that we're a mess because He saved us anyway despite of that. So if you're thinking for a moment that you have sinned so much that you're out of God's reach, you might be out of His will, but you're not out of His reach. Come back. He's already factored in your mess ups. He's already factored in your brokenness. I love you anyway. I don't know why. I don't know how it all works. I just know I have to make the choice of whether I'm going to walk in that love or walk in the shame of who I believe God should be. I'm going to choose the love. I'm going to choose the fact that God has sought me, bought me, and brought me back to Himself through Christ. And that's the choice that I want you to make as well.